All right, can I get a mic check? Mic check, you guys hear me? All right, cool. All right. All right, what's up, everybody? All right, let's get this party started. All right. We are live. I'm sorry about that. All right, guys, we got Bitcoin up on the screen. Let's check it out here. Okay, so what kind of happened to us last night basically is you can see Bitcoin, it did sell off a little bit last night, and it's one of those things where we hit some targets, right? We hit some take profit targets. We had to be mindful of that, you know what I mean? And we also then just back tested levels that we previous had, right? As previous resistance, we now just re-back tested them all again as support, and just kind of confirmed everything again, even though we kind of had already done it on this low time frame structure here. You basically had a measured move of these lows here up, and I'm pretty sure you hit this stuff. Yeah, see, so you were at an area, a take profit area, where traders were definitely going to pull some off the table, right? And you had this reaction, but it was nothing really to get too worried about. So you can see right here from, we're looking at these two recent lows of basically negative momentum islands, okay, on the MACD. And you had this sideways chop here. You put in this initial low on negative momentum. Here, I'm going to mark the level. Okay, so from here to here. Okay, so what happened as that negative momentum was painting on the MACD, line that up with price. Okay, so you can see here, let me zoom in, that price, you put in a lower levels of negative momentum, but price was not able to put in a lower low. See, a lower low would have acted somewhere down below that anchor, right? Wherever this island was painted, that's where we're anchoring at. Basically, it's like almost this low. Okay, so if you were going to invalidate this and make this bearish convergence, you would have had to be at least below this level right here at 59,764. But because you held above this, okay, because we held that level, let's clean this up a little. Okay, because we held the level, we painted hidden bullish divergence. Okay, so we painted hidden bullish divergence. So think back to our trade strategy, right? What are we looking for? We're looking for a pattern development. Okay, so what kind of pattern development did we have happening here? So we had wherever you want to take it, almost this structure that it was where it painted the divergence, right? But either way, so you had your pattern X, A, B, C, D low. Okay, so here's your pattern in development. All right, so we have a pattern in development. We have box 1 checked. Box number 2, divergence. Yes, box checked, because we just said we painted hidden bullish divergence within the harmonic. Okay, using the low of the harmonic as this low, and basically painted this harmonic within this structure. Okay, so you're checking the boxes off, right? You got the pattern completion, you got the divergence now, and you got the significant time frame. You're on the 4-hour. What else do you have? Okay, so looking back left, see this previous high here with this head and shoulders here? Okay, well, that's that green line. Okay, follow that green line over and you'll see you landed right on it. Okay, so you're checking another box. You had you had pattern development and completion at a critical, looking back left horizontal line support resistance area at a critical 886 fib. Okay, so we're going to fib from low to high, you're going to see this pink line landed on the green line. So again, line them up: pattern, divergence, critical support resistance, critical fib level, critical time. Okay, what happened? Reversal, engulfing. Okay, all we did was retest the area, confirm the SR flip, never went back below the lows. Stop is here right now. Okay, stop is below 59. Basically, you don't want to lose 59,000. Okay, so your stop is below 59,100. Just call it 59. Okay, be a little conservative on it. You should be fine. Really, price shouldn't even come back to the D, let alone the X. And if it does, bail, right? Because everything's changed. Something's changed. So next area of interest, first we're going to hit here. Okay, we're going to have a small little, whatever you want to call it, just a little slight exhaustion, hit this area, maybe a little back, and then just blow through it, right? Nothing to worry about, but you'll probably feel it. You'll feel it. You'll feel that area a little bit. All right, so let's mark that level a little better. Sorry, I gotta do something real quick. We got the magnet on. Magnet is off. Okay, we're back. Okay, so basically, what did I just mark there? The reason, what is it, guys? It's a square up, right? So you can see that's where the chop was happening, and then price just sold off. Okay, and now the exchanges are going to push that back to that level, get out at a break even, and then they'll allow market participants, traders, to continue either the bulls or bears, you know, depending who's in charge here, will take back control of the wheel. But for the meantime, you're going to have something happen here. Okay, and what else is it? It's kind of going to be this area of down sloping trend on this kind of low time frame structure here. So you can see yourself hitting right here. Okay, so next area, 63,000. Okay, 63K. What else is it? Critical psychological kind of big number, 63K, right? It's around every 1,000 at this point is kind of critical, because we're gonna hit 63 here in a second, and we're basically, I don't think we could really go past 73. So you're talking about $1,000 increments. You got 10 of them left. By the time we get to that last one, you're going to be painting some nasty divergence across critical time frames, you know, multiple time frames, multiple significant time frames. Okay, so yes, we have some gas left in the tank. We got to get some more people on board, and they're jumping on like crazy right now as far as retail goes. You got everybody in any and everybody's talking about crypto and Bitcoin right now. Massive rug incoming, massive rug. I don't want to be long when that rug happens. Let me tell you that. I'm either going to be short or I'm going to be flat, but I'm not going to be long. When we get even near that area, there's stop losses across the board, because it's going to be epic. You might get some nasty Darth Mauling where you still gotta blow off the top first. So you blow the top off and then you rug it back down. It's gonna be nasty when that day comes. You guys will remember it. There's been a few of them. Okay. Anyways, moving on. So we're not targeting the square up. It's just an area of interest. Okay. It's just something that's gonna occur next. That's it. Okay. It's not like we're bailing right there. But if you want to say some low time frame targets would be if you were just looking at this harmonic. Say, okay, right now on a larger macro, we kind of do have an advantage because we have something else telling us that it's going higher than these levels, but we don't always have that much clear data. Okay, depends on how it's painting, right? But if you're not painting that quality data, this is probably normally an area just on a random asset that you would take a little profit at the C and at the A. Okay, then what do we do from there? You guys know the drill. From high to low, 1272, right? From high to low, we're gonna go for the 1272. So this is where you get 66 again. Okay, so we talked about you know, just these round numbers. Okay, so you're going to get that 66 reaction, and then right here on this low time frame structure, you have a 1618 at 68 even. So again, these round numbers here, 66, 68, 65, 60, 64. I mean, all of these critical kind of $1,000 increments are basically where all these fibs are landing at this point. All right, so ideally Bitcoin just goes up and eats all of these levels, right? Just engulfs all of this supply, overhead supply. Just give me all of it, right? You figure it's gonna do it. She's already working on a really nice engulfing above all of the supports. Broke down, held one for a second, back tested it, confirmed its solid support resistance. Boom, came down, wicked off another confirmation, squared up, immediately came back, SR flip, swing failure pattern on the low, right? Swing failure pattern, came back up, chopped back within these two ranges, confirmed them both again, top side, bottom side, engulfed out, now hold the top. If you hold the top above 61,800, I mean, even if you come back and touch the bottom yellow one again at 61,004, it's still whatever. But as long as you kind of just stay within this area here and just methodically start working your way up, you can get that first target. Then let's flip it. You're going to get that second one. Again, let's flip it. Then you get that 1272 reaction. Fake everyone out with the fake head and shoulders right here. Breaks out. Kills everyone again. Back test the head, hit the 1618. Something like that's in store, and it's just gonna probably just start going. At some point, what happens here is Bitcoin is a real bully, okay? Now, when Bitcoin goes down, pretty much everything goes down. But sometimes when Bitcoin goes up, everything still goes down, and you're like, well, why is this happening? And it's really just the flow of money, okay? So people are in these other assets and they're looking at it like, okay, do I want to stay in Bitcoin, or do I want to move into these alts, or do I want to stay in these alts? Do I want to move to Bitcoin? And as things are hitting levels, right, take profit target levels are being hit, just that money's rotating from some of those assets that have hit targets into ones that still have room to run. So sometimes if people see Bitcoin starting to take off, it gets a little scary. Everyone starts dumping alts back into Bitcoin again, and that's where you get that just absolute momentum blow off top. But that's just literally everyone buying the top too. But yeah, so that's how the alts could potentially suffer a little bit on the blow off top, because money's actually coming out of them going into Bitcoin, not the other way around. All right, people are going to see it approaching 70K or even above it. We said this might go as high as 73, okay? So imagine us at 73,000, okay? And this thing's pumping. We just put in another, $8,000 candle or something, right? People are going to be thinking 100K. You gotta figure, right? Everyone's going to be talking about 100K this, 100K fucking that. And I got nothing telling us 100K's in the tank. We're approaching like the rollover, not that. So I don't know. I'm not a buyer of 100K at this point. We got a lot of work to do before that, including some critical backtests that have never happened at much lower levels. Okay, so but for the time being on this, kind of looking back here, things are looking good to get up into that 69, 70K area, okay? All right, so what happened again on this larger structure here, we put in this inverse head and shoulders type pattern with the low, the higher low, okay? And then we built the neckline. We've now tested that neckline, back tested it. We've also swept the highs, back tested the neckline, and now are back above the high. You see that? That's our break, hook, and now we're gonna go, okay? So if I were to get rid of this harmonic here on the low time frame, you could just see that's all that did, break, hook, and now it's starting to go. and you painted the hidden bullish divergence at the break hook and go at the higher low. This is exactly what we've been talking about, okay? So again, go back some streams if you're new, and Bitcoin's always first, okay? So what we said is we paint the first low, okay? So here was that initial low bottom. Then we paint the higher low. Here we ideally would have some kind of bullish. Right here we have bullish divergence. Right here we have bullish convergence. And then at this other higher low, we have the hidden bullish divergence. It's kind of a bang, bang, bang. So you go from class A bullish divergence, class C bullish convergence, into then like class B hidden bullish divergence. So there's the three divergences of the scale all happening in the momentum shift, okay? That's exactly what we were looking for. And we wanted to see it at the higher low. Not only that, but the fucker paints you a Gartley right at the confirmation, the SR flip of the freaking all-time high almost over here. So yeah, the Gartley completed at the top of the previous high, local high, but now what it's done is it's thrown you above the previous all-time high, March 13th, 61.8. So you're currently sitting at 62,150. As long as we see some continuation here, yeah, I mean, this is looking like our load, our structure kind of on that lower view, where you're starting to get this, you're starting to get that parabolic price action, right? Let's see how this plays out, but I mean, we need to get up here to this 69,000 area, right? 69,000 is basically right here. So somehow we got to get up there. Okay, so let's go back again, and let's zoom not out, but let's just look back at this structure. Okay, so again, we're gonna take a measured move, and we're just gonna come down here at the low where trader settled up, and we're gonna take this to this neckline. Okay, and then from there it's this 18% move. We're gonna clone that move, and we're gonna bring that to that same green neckline, and you can see that's right where 69,000 is. Okay, so again, you've got this coinciding variables where you have a 1618 golden mean ratio of a low time frame Gartley type structure up at this level. Okay, you're gonna get up in this area. Okay, what makes you think that you get this Gartley 1618 target and you don't tell me you go another couple $100 and hit the other measured move target? I don't see how that couldn't happen. It's just a big range that you just layer into, you know what I mean? Okay, so we figured out two targets. We got the golden mean ratio to the lower one of this smaller harmonic, boom. Then we got a measured move, boom. What else do we got? Now let's harmonic the big structure again. Now we got a butterfly, okay? So X high, A low, impulse down, back test a little bit, 886, retrace, partial, decline, 50%, bat territory here, butterfly territory, excuse me. Here we got, that's the 1618. Okay, so look, here's a 1618 again, falling right in the middle of all this. So you have another golden mean ratio, 1618. So let's fib that. See the blue line? Okay, so you got a 1618. Let me zoom in on this. We got a 1618 here, this bottom green line. We got another 1618 here. We got the measured move, and we got the psychological 69,420 that everyone's just gonna make happen, right? So this area here is just a lot of congestion that hasn't even occurred yet. It's just the only thing that exists in a world where when you break a high, you're in a world that doesn't exist, right? Show me where you're going. All right, I'll wait. Somebody tell me. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you right now. See how we're basically working with nothing. and somehow with nothing we have to create something out of nothing. It's all we can do at this point. There's really nothing else. Okay, can this continue on? Sure, but can this also reject here? Absolutely. Does it mean it's over right there? No, I think it's always a trap. Okay, it's always a fucking trap. So this pumps up, makes its way up here, you hit, you reject. Okay, initial 1618s react hard, you back test the top of that A maybe, and this is where you put in the slightly higher high. Okay, this is the blow off. That's it right there. I don't know where this is going to stop, but this is the one I'm looking for. I want to see this reaction first. I want to see this reaction second. I want to see a back test, hook and go third, and I want to see a blow off of everything fourth. If I get all of this storm aligning, this is like, I'm going to come in here on a short. I mean, I really don't care what anybody else says. If I get this price action, it's happening in my world. What is it going to kind of look like at that point? Again, you fail here, you kind of back test these levels. In everything, you want to start at this point back testing everything as resistance, right? Because you're now working on flipping the whole thing. This is it, right? Tops in, way too many people involved. We're rugging everybody. Reset this whole fucking thing. Okay, this is where you see that large time frame. You'll find it later when you look back later, and you'll be like, damn. So a couple things will happen here. We either get rugged ourselves and this fakes us out, okay? But I think more than likely this happens and then this, okay? So this is the structured development that we're looking for, all right? On Bitcoin, again, areas to start looking at are 67,700 to 69,250, okay? 69,420, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so let's do 67,700 to 69,420. This is the areas that we have to really be concerned with, okay? That's what that box is, okay, guys? So that's where I'm gonna layer out of a long there, but I'm not gonna short yet. I'm gonna wait for this. Okay, pattern completion zone here, optimal entry above it, sweep it one last time. Okay, that's it. That's Bitcoin for the moment. As of right now, as long as we hold these levels, and it looks like we're holding, nice candle this last 4 hours here. We got an hour and 20 minutes left to close it. If we can stay above that 61,800, I mean, that's gonna be really nice. If we get all the way up here and square this up at 63, I mean, we're cooking here. Okay, all right, ETH. Okay, look, last night sold ETH. Okay, what happened when we hit 2,500? What happened? Dumped it. Okay, there was a reason. Yeah, is it back there now? Sure, whatever, I don't care. All I cared about was selling in this box and getting this reaction. That's enough for me. If it does that at my targets and dumps, that's all I need to see. If we keep doing that, that's all that matters. That's how you win. I don't care about this other stuff later, like I left something out there. You're never gonna hurt my feelings like that. You can try, but you're gonna lose. So look, we entered here, we got out here. That's all that matters to me. Okay, yes, is there higher highs possible? Sure, we talked about this, right? So what are you working on? Well, you're working on the square up. You're about to get it right now. Your square up is 2,500. You square that up, good for you. That's a start, but now you gotta break it and get above it. If not, you're gonna start doing some nasty stuff here. Okay, so yeah, remember, is that a way up there? Sure, we talked about that too. That's how you get from this back test here up. But again, Bitcoin runs here. I don't know, Bitcoin runs here. ETH just might go too. But look, we got our reaction. We got our reaction, we got our measured move, everything that we wanted, we got it. Okay, look at this. Measured move, clone it, bring it up. We got it. Okay, tell me we didn't get that, and all we're doing is back testing it. Nothing even has happened really above it. Yeah, you got a couple liquidation wicks up there, but I mean, bro, if we're gonna be getting in down here at you know, at the D on this bullish bat here, we're talking about getting in at levels of, you know, 1600, and we're getting out at 2500. So break the neckline, back test it. This is what Bitcoin's doing right now. Back test of this big structure, painting some kind of Gartley. This is what's in store for Bitcoin right now. I feel like Bitcoin right now, as we just looked at this, ETH is giving us a view into the future here. Not that we do fractals, we're not fractals, okay? All right, swing low failure pattern at the completion zone, at what was once basically a fairly critical area here. Looking back, absolutely critical area. Look at this, okay? So you have the harmonic, paint the Gartley at a critical support resistance area. You start sending. Okay, Bitcoin's doing the same thing. You're holding above the X, so stop right now on Ethereum. A stop should be 1865. Stop loss, okay? If you were trading this, right, you would have been right here, stop loss. This is Bitcoin. That's what I'm trying to show you. This is where you would have been. You gotta pretend none of this is here yet. Watch, let me do this for you guys. This will help. Why? There we go. All right, guys. Here's Bitcoin right now. Okay. So we got this price action where we're holding that resistance. Okay. We also got the harmonic to paint, and we got this engulfing candle that's happening right now. What were we aiming at for Bitcoin next? We said we need this square up, okay? So here's that square up. So let's mark that square up in white. Okay, so that's where Bitcoin is going next. Square it up. And what usually happens? We chop sideways at the square up, we flag. We get a bunch of people into short, and then we engulf everything, and we sweep everything. Then we backtest what was once resistance. We SR flip this level, okay? There's the SR flip, put in the higher low. Here's our structure again, okay? So now, now that you can see what I'm working with here, why can't I find our box? Damn it. Oh, there it is. Okay, got it. Sorry, guys. Okay, now that you see what we're dealing with, okay, so we're looking for the square up of the levels, chop sideways, break, hook, and go, and then look, ETH developed the same type of structure where we put in the initial low, okay, and then followed by the higher low. We have what? A neckline again, right? Measured move of the neckline from the low to the high on the lower time frame. Clone it. We hit that. Never really came back. We got some reaction there. Reaction doji. Kind of another indecision candle, and then just engulfed again. Back tested those levels. So again, we're just continuing to make at this point higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, right? Bullish trend. Back test the previous measured move, and again confirmed it last night with this what just happened, and now you're going again. So you just keep doing these levels, okay? So right now it hasn't painted the same structure quite yet, but it's kind of working on it. So you have the first initial low, okay? Then we'd be looking for some kind of maybe reaction off of this, and we paint some kind of higher low here, okay? So at that point we get butterfly starts painting, okay? X, A, B, maybe this is it. All we did was square this level up, 786, back test here, get ourselves a 618, and then we butterfly. 1618, that's how we're back up there again. But we need to continue putting in these higher lows, higher highs, okay? So lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher highs, higher highs, higher highs, right? But once we see this trend flip, right, and these lows start to become, you know, lower lows, lower highs, right? Lower lows, lower highs. That's when the trend starts changing. So that's what we're looking for in the upcoming, you know, hours, days, weeks, whatever you want to call this. But at the moment, we just highlighted this to tell you guys that Bitcoin is basically right here, okay? This is Bitcoin over the course of the next week, all right? It's gonna be gross. Here's the 1618. There's the sell-off. Now we're gonna go sweep it again. Go to 73, optimal entry. That's it. Okay? That's what we're looking for on Bitcoin. So there's your view into the future. Right here on ETH, I don't want nothing to do with this until the short time. I'm done with ETH. I got out at 2,500. That was my plan since back here. We have a plan. We executed the plan. Plan's over. Look for other assets. Check this back later. I'll set an alert for when you sweep the high. That's about all I'm giving you at the moment, Mr. ETH. Even though I'm telling you this is probably going to go up, the risk to reward at this point is poor. Okay? Because if you're talking about from here to here, there's your R to the up. Your downside at this point is bad, okay? This is not the risk to reward that we get into, okay? That's why we're not taking a trade here to the upside. We're waiting for confirmation of a double top short. That's it. Moving along, Litecoin. Ridiculous. Target hit. C'est la vie. We were out at 304, okay? That was it. It was our measured move of the structure. And I'm pretty sure it was a 1618 golden mean ratio. And that was it. Okay, so here's our measured move of the structure. Let's clone it. Let's bring it over. There was our measured move. And 1618 from high to low. There's our measured move of the structure. The blue line, 1618 golden mean ratio. So now we got let me move this lower line to the measured move. So you have two lines up there now. You got the measured move in green and you got the 1618 in white. Did it go over again? Sure, I don't care. What's happening right now? You had that same thing. Look, you hit the 1618, sold off. Now you're sweeping the highs and you're putting in the optimal entry for a short. That's all you're doing in my book. Am I longing right there? Absolutely not. Look at the parabola that happened here. Remember we marked this a long time ago? Look at that shit. Okay? Now, as you get further away from this level here, the further away you get, the harder it is to come back to it. But you're gonna come back to it. So the higher they go, the harder they must fall to reach the kind of, again, we kind of look at that parabola almost like a 200 MA. So if you were some kind of moving average and we were going to come back and retest you, right? That's kind of how that would happen. Similar, right? Again, this parabola is irrelevant overall. All we cared about was hitting targets. Did we get 304? Yes. Did we take profit? Yes. Is that all we care about? Yes. Moving along. All right. KSM request from our recently crowned contribution king with the 10K move. What a king. All right. So look at this. Structure painting, but has yet to kind of play out, whereas others are kind of already there, right? So we put in the low. Now we got that kind of higher low double bottom. Okay. So neckline, structure neckline. Okay. So we're looking for something here, right? We could even be a little more conservative if you want. It doesn't ever hurt to be conservative. All it means is you're more likely to hit your target without getting rugged, okay? So don't be such a liberal. Be conservative once in a while. All right, here you go. Boom, boom, measured move, aiming for this. What is it? Square up area, right? Square ups back here. Similar areas where you have coinciding things aligning, okay? What else are you gonna have there? 786, 886 fib level. You're on the 886, okay? The white line is on the 886. So bring this in a little bit, call it there. Don't be greedy. That's your next level of interest. What are you gonna do there? You're gonna paint the bat, right? X, sorry, get our XABCD tool. We're gonna go from high to low, X, A. It was almost right here immediately. B, C, here's the 886, okay? So bat country, there's your 50, see the B retrace is a 50% retrace. From high to low, you retrace back to the 50. See that green line? That's the 50. Dow's theory, it's not really a harmonic, but whatever. It's what a bat requires. 50% on a B, then you got a 618, 786, 886 type of C, and then you're looking for an 886 on the D. So what does that tell us again? Even if we were to go bearish here, even as a bear, I'm still looking for this level, right? So even a bear would look there. So if a bear's looking there and a bull's looking there, I mean, initially we're on the same page here. It's kind of like if you were a bear there, you'd be like, okay, this is bearish buying, right? Somebody buying into my level so I could short them. This is bearish buying. But if I was a bear, I wouldn't want to short right here because I might get gobbled up, right? All the way back to that area. So they're looking, even the bears would be looking at that level for a more optimal area because it kind of lines up with the square up and a 786, 886 fib level. So we will see some reaction there, and then that's where the algos will fight. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Take profit target area 886. Bulls win 1272. Okay. If the bulls can push this up before Bitcoin's rolled over, that okay. So what happens here on these alts is you got a freaking timer. Okay. Even though we don't do duration, your duration isn't set in stone. Your duration is based on the macro scale Bitcoin. If and when Bitcoin reaches our 69 to 73 area and double tops and bearish diverges and all that nasty stuff, harmonic, everything starts happening and you're still puttering along over here and Bitcoin's up there at that 73 area, so what, KSM? That's when the bat happens, okay? That's when you didn't win. The bulls didn't win. The bears won, 886 won, and you dump, okay? So that's what would happen if you take your sweet ass time. So if you're gonna pump it, you better start pumping it now, make some calls, right? We need some liquidity pumping. So we have a clock and a window. Get above here and do it now. Pump this thing up, backtest the level, do it in a hurry, and start sending this shit if you want to get up there, because you're racing against Bitcoin. You know what else is kind of sick? You know what I just noticed? Look at what price is marked on this white line. 618. Okay? We've been talking about this like every single stream. The 1272 is at 618. Okay? So like this kind of shit here is that's the way duck FOMOs, okay? So just different kind of FOMO. I'm built different, right? Way different. So just look for signs from above, okay? That's what those are. Somebody's throwing you a smoke signal saying, bruh, open your fucking eyes here. All right, storage, another request from the chat. All right, thank you guys again for all you guys do and the contributions. I know you guys are just as equally grateful for the chart, so it's a win-win here. Everybody's making money. All right, what do we got? Storage, developing, structure. We got a low in price, higher, slightly higher low in price. You also had a Bulkowski double bottom on the low time frame here. So you're painting a small, low time frame, harmonic, butterfly action, okay? So this is how we get up, and this is how we sweep the highs, okay? So first you gotta sweep these kind of little local highs, right? You kind of built yourself, I don't know, just this area of what was once resistance, right? We need to break above it and flip it. So by breaking above it, by breaking above it, completing this harmonic here, and then that would maybe allow you to react, sell back off, and back test the previous B high. That's how you backtest the level also, okay? And then you continue your way up, and at that point that harmonic would be irrelevant, okay? So that's just the low time frame, okay? Now let's look back out. That's just how we're gonna sweep and get above the current level. Continue to put in the higher highs. Oh, by the way, when we put in this slightly higher high here, what are we doing? What are we looking for? We're gonna be looking for hidden bullish divergence right there, okay? Somewhere in that area where you backtest the level, look for the hidden bull. If you get it, confirm. Price action continuation to the upside. Next we go measured move. So measured move, we need more structure here. Okay, what's gonna happen is we're gonna paint this other part of this neckline. That makes sense. We don't have it yet. So let's run up, let's sweep these highs, let's backtest again, okay? Now we just created the neckline of the structure, okay? So neckline of the structure, at that point we take a measured move from our low point to the newly found neckline. We take a measured move, and we're going to be painting this up here. What do we have up there? Our three highs again. Remember, ADA is right here. Oh, Maker. Remember Maker? Maker reached this level. What the fuck happened? We said new range, and we set it in like one fucking candle. Not only that, but we went from bottom to top of that new range in one candle. Okay, so again, what am I doing here? I'm looking for our three strikes, right? Rule of three. So again, we got this area here where if and when we can get back up here again and you hit that, you're gonna break it. So now what did we do? This looks just like Maker, okay? So we're gonna take a parallel channel. We're gonna find this current range low. Okay, so this is basically the high point of the range. Looks like we'd backtest that kind of midline up there, right? Okay, that's where you put in the slightly higher low. That's where you create the hidden bull. Okay, at that point we have now created structure. We could start potentially even fibbing or harmonicking this and getting a potential butterfly here. Okay, so let's sweep this 1272 141 1272 would sweep it. That makes sense. That's how you backtest that range again, and then that's where you go to that high, like what Maker did, right? And when Maker did that, it was nasty. 1618, right? So if you play your cards right, and Bitcoin, look, this fucker can't sputter around. You're on the clock. With Bitcoin is the clock. If Bitcoin gets there before you and you only get here, that's 886 measured move back. You watch out. Top of range, failed to even get there, put in another. At that point, at that point it's a lower high, right? So if you fail there, that's bad because you got a high, a lower high, another lower high. This ship may never come, right? If it takes too long. But if you can get some good action here and Bitcoin still hasn't reached those levels, that's kind of your cue, like, hey man, party's still on, you know, last call's not for another 2 hours, so you got some time here, get a couple more rounds in. It's up to you guys though, right? But overall, we're talking about levels way up in the $4 range, okay? Right now, we're talking about prices $2.40. So optimal entry of high risk, low reward, okay? I mean, excuse me, Jesus. High reward, low risk, high reward, right? So low risk meaning stop below this previous low, okay? So even if you were aping as I'm talking to you, which you probably are, this is that previous low you don't want to see lost, okay? So as long as price can hold above $2, you're looking for 4, okay? So again, your downside risk is pretty limited. It's right there. Your upside is at least the range high, okay? So if you're looking for the range high as a target 1, your target 2 could be that 1618 430 area up here, okay? So that's kind of how you would be playing this. You're looking at 4.3 to 1 and 3 to 1. So there's your 3 to 1. You buy in the bottom of the range, you sell the top of the range. We don't buy in the middle of the range, right? Like right here, you don't want to buy really the middle of the range. You're going to hope for a back test of kind of back testing the previous low of the range. But right now you're getting a really nice area here to be entering, because you're closer to your stop of your invalidation, right? So your downside is limited. The higher you buy this, the lower you can, right? The further away your stop is from your entry. If you bought this up here, see what I'm saying? Now that's only 2 to 1, whereas down here you almost got 3 to 1. So that's the difference in the entry. But this is just one big range, and I mean, I would not be shocked to see this thing like up in a whole new range, okay? Like way up, third target type shit. Like we've been seeing this a lot, and like that, it's so hard because we don't target like this. This is nuts. That's like a moonshot. But like we've been seeing it kind of happening. So I don't know. We'll circle back like we always do. That's STORJ, storage, something like that. I don't know. Bando 1272 and no more, right? So again, this was our structure. Okay, so we have this harmonic, which was basically like a Gartley. It was like, again, it's like a combination of a Gartley and a bullish bat, right? But once we paint it, we then reverse paint this, right? X, A, B, C, D, 1272. So you have these harmonics that, like, I don't know, that's what harmonics are. Just you're creating harmony within the waves, right? So like think of like a sine wave in a like an electrical current, or like in a musical note, where you just have this just perfect kind of just harmony, right? You're just creating something that just looks so perfect, like it belongs. Okay, so again, just think of this kind of harmony, you know what I mean? It's just these perfect waves. And that's just, I don't know. You love to see it, right? You really love to see it. That's the kind of things we want to identify and look for. Okay, so what has happened here? Again, we talk about this on the butterflies. Okay, so we say, look, originally you got this 886, you did sell off, you put in a higher low, you got the hidden bull. Okay, can one harmonic keep playing it? Sure. So you played this 886, you back tested the B, confirm, put in a slightly higher high, that one's done, played out. Because a bearish harmonic in a bullish trend is gonna be fail to perform. Okay, so next you got a 1272. Now you hit the butterfly's first target. What happened? Fail. You reacted again. You sold off, but all you did was again put in slightly higher highs. And if this is hidden bull again, I mean, it's just more of convergence than anything. But again, slightly higher high, 1272. You're looking to either double top there, and that'll be it. Or if you could invalidate it, you go 1414, 1618. Okay, so ideally 1414 is usually not the stopping point. If you invalidate the 1272, you usually go all the way to the 1618. The 1414 is just like an area of interest on the way up. On a low time frame, you get some bullshit there, but on this overall like 4 hour like this, if you break this 1272, and look, you're butting up against it, but sometimes this is only a square up. So you're looking for, you need to make a higher, slightly higher high than 2337. If you do, and you can hold above 2337, you're gonna go to 2685. But you're hitting targets already. Look at this. I mean, this was take profit target too. You should have taken profit there on that before that sell-off happened. And depending how much you took off the table, let's say you took off 70%, yeah, you got 30% riding up for this next level, but most of your funds are safe at this point. Dot is back testing, working on the break hook, and now going. Okay, so again, low time frame structure. We had the slightly higher highs, right? And we also are putting in the low time frame X, A, B, C. We're looking for butterfly. 1618, 1618, right there. Okay. What's happening here? Again, this is that pattern where we had coinciding harmonics. Okay, so are we gonna go up here? Probably. We're dealing in terms of probability, and the probability of $50 on dot is pretty high. We're at 42.80, and if you're holding back above this previous high over here, let's see. Yeah, this is a full go at this point. I would have a stop down here below the lows at 37, but ultimately if you were trading this right now on a lower time frame structure and you were entering right now, you'd be targeting this level, and your stop would be, you know, that's 2 to 1. It's 2 to 1. You could take it. You could even be a little more conservative, have your stop below the C. Ideally, you shouldn't lose the C, because you shouldn't even lose that 42, because that is this previous level that's helping you as well. So you got to lose one level there, and then you got to lose the C in order to get your stop. So I'd probably go there at this point, play a little more safe. So let's call that stop like 38. You don't want to lose 39 really, and you're targeting 51, so that'll give you almost 3 to 1. You got coinciding harmonics, so when you get there, I mean, I'd front run them a little bit, get out at 50, you know what I mean? Don't even be greedy. Just get 49. I know it's lower, right? Get 49.88 or something. I don't care. Just don't be greedy. 2 to 1. Get that money. Secure them gains, right? Dot. $50. YFI has hit the target. Top of the range high. Whoa. Okay, guys. So we initially had this structure, measured move, clone it, bring it over, we hit this target. Okay, then what happened? A little bit higher, and then we sold off. But after we sold off from that level, okay, we sold off, we still again just put in higher highs. Okay, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. So this is a higher low from this previous low, higher low. Then you painted a harmonic, and you're doing it at a level where you're holding above, again, previous highs. So look how this harmonics keep painting double bottom, low time frame structure here. You keep doing this. Okay, this is it's just what you want to see in the trend continuation to the upside, right? What would we be looking for when the party's over? We'd be looking for the same thing, but you know, to the downside, right? Where levels keep failing and they end up being regarded what was once support, right? Like right here, what was once support gets then regarded as resistance, putting in lower highs, and then you start painting bearish harmonics and you start selling off, and you start hitting targets of those bearish harmonics where you'd be fibbing like this, and you hit the 1618, right? So if you don't think we're going to do this both ways, you must be new. All right, so currently though, we are at that critical level. So we must break and hold above 5334 or 53,340. If we can break and hold above 53,340, we get 59, 63, 66. Okay, it's probably over at 66, but whatever, that'll be, I'll take 66 on this. I mean, look how this just harmonic after harmonic after harmonic after harmonic continuations, right? So now again, look, you're painting one and you're already hitting targets on it. This just hit the fucking 1618. Okay, so you would get a low time frame fib from A high to the D low, blue 1618, shooting star, no more. Okay, so far no more. Now you're hoping to sweep that, but you know, you got some work to do right there. Critical overhead resistance looking back left. Okay, so you need to break 53,340 in order to get into the 60k Wi-Fi area. Dash, this is right where Wi-Fi is. Okay, right there. You must break it, and look at the engulfingness once it happened. Okay, So dash, this is where YFI is right now. YFI is like right here, okay? So you need the engulfing, break, back test, hook, go. Okay, so that's what you're looking for on YFI. Dash is showing you the way. Just follow the way. Now, dash is broken out. Blue sky breakout. I think this is all-time high. You've hit target 3 on dash. Alert, 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 alert. Pepe in the chat. Target 3's been hit. Take profits are that's it. We have orders layered. They're hit. Go back, check. Oh, look. Positions have decreased in amount of positions open. Oh, look. More capital in the stack to apply towards other assets at a better area of risk to reward. This is not where we enter, right? This is where we layer out. This has gone parabolic at this point. Like you're pretty far away from the trend line here, guys. I can't really bring it any tighter for you. So at some point you're gonna continue to blow off, but you're gonna come all the way back home. You're gonna come touch it. So secure them profits, okay? Dash is played out. This is what's gonna happen on dash. Chain link's about to be played out. You're approaching that 1618 golden mean ratio, top of the range, okay? Remember we measured this range low down here and we had this perfect midpoint, and now you're approaching top of the range 1618 golden mean ratio on link. Again, this is areas where you should be taking profit here. You should be selling the V top. If it goes higher, so what? Sell the top and look at something else. You won't even care anymore. Take them profits, look for something better to reallocate your asset capital to. Ethereum Classic, get the fuck out of here. Alright, I'm gonna have to short this again. But yeah, as soon as Bitcoin gives a signal, this is getting nuked. I mean, I don't even know if it'll wait that long. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay? Look how far away you are from the parabola. I can't even really get you there. Let's see, let's try and get you a little better, but that's not safe food. Not safe food. Not at all cool. Not cool. Bad. All right, there's your analysis on Ethereum Classic. That's all you need to know. Get the fuck out of there. Here's Maker. There's that example when you break that range high. 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touches. You take the new range, okay? Look at this. It just decided, oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just develop an entirely new range. That's what I'm going to do, okay? So, and I'm outside of that too. Well, went outside. Looks like you're back in now, but geez, yeah, you went out and hit that target and then came back in. Look at that. What was that target, guys? I'm pretty sure that was a fib from the previous high to the range bottom, 1618. Boom, sell off. Immediately sell off. You see that? This is why we do that. This is why we do golden mean ratio. Look at that wick. You got it filled. Get out. Okay. Maker is done. You're looking for double top action, bearish divergence at the highs, slightly lower highs, even slightly higher highs. Create the divergence. It's irrelevant. At this point, you're only looking for shorts here. I'm not longing this anymore. CHR. All right, we got a little bit of sell-off, but it's because we hit take profit target areas, guys. We got to get some money. We got to hit some of these targets and pull it off. Look at that. 1618 on the low structure, and tweezer top there selling off. Okay, so like, yeah, gotta take profit. Look at that. You hit that previous high up here again. So ideally, what are you gonna do? You're gonna put in another slightly higher high, and you're gonna look to create the hidden bullish divergence, and you're gonna look to run again. So again, you got these lows and higher lows. Okay, so this is looking to put in some kind of higher low over here in this area, and you'd be kind of looking to, again, just reload the bags, right? Maybe this back test this trend line again. But I don't think it's over. I think that this is how you get started, right? This is just how it goes. 1, 2, 3. Once we come and touch this level again, 44 cents again, you're gonna engulf again off of it. Next time you touch that area, you're gonna come up to this one. Okay, we did it right here. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Once you leave that area, you go all the way up to the next one. Okay, so once we leave this area, we're gonna go all the way up to the next one. So next area of interest is around 50 cents, 57 cents. Okay, current price 40 cents. You're looking for 57 cents. What is that going to also probably do? It's probably going to put us inside of the golden zone. From high to low, golden zone, perfect, 618, golden retrace. Come on, bro. 57 cents, CHR. All right, we talked about this on Reef. We talked about the rising of the trend line, right? The parabola is happening, the continual trend line increase. All right, well, look what we did since we last looked at this. We sold off. All we did was back test all of those, and then came back up, and now are proceeding to engulf again, right? So what did we kind of do there? All we did is some kind of what looks to be X, A, B, C, D pattern. Okay, and now you're sending it again. Another bullish bat at previous areas that were once critical resistance is now being regarded as support as you've broken above it. So it'd be nice to see again. This is a break, hook, go. Area 0.048, 0.045, 0.048, golden zone. Whoops, sorry, golden retrace, golden zone is approaching. You're in it. Okay, this is the golden zone right here. This measured move. Let me clean this up. You're in this golden zone. This is the golden zone here. Okay, guys. So you went up into it a little bit, failed, and are now like kind of right back on the bottom level of it, which is the 382. The top of this is the 618. Okay, where is that coming from? Again, previous all-time high to X swing low. This is the golden retrace zone. Golden zone between the 382 and the 618. Sorry, 382 and the 618. That's where this is heading next. Okay. If you can hold that, you know, that's where we turn into that's where we then would paint the bat, right? So X, A, B, C, 786, 886, that's the bat. Okay, so that's like next area that we got to watch out for. If you can invalidate the bat, you get the butterfly, right? Same story. Reef, AVAX. All right, we're butting against critical areas here on AVAX. Look, there was that back test right there. Got that. Previous support or previous trend line regarded as support again. Slightly higher high, slightly higher low. Again, whoops. Where you're putting in this higher low here on price. Okay, now you're up against this area that has been regarded as resistance. Resistance failed. Again, resistance failed, and now that's it. This one is it. Okay, this one's not gonna fail. Usually after that many touch points, there's no more supply. How can you fail when there's nothing left to hold you there? Okay, so look at this, previous lows. Let's use those as our protection back here for the stop. We'll bring the stop below it, enter here, targeting the highs, 2.5 to 1. That's target 1. Target 2, bring it over, boom. Again, 3.35 to 1, target 3. Something like this, guys. Okay, that's what you're looking for next on AVAX. By the time we do that, we likely see some kind of pullback. Okay, see some kind of pullback, and then we can run again. This is again where you would do that left shoulder, head, right shoulder, everyone thinks it sells off, but it never does. It just kills them, and then we end up here at the moon, La Luna. Okay, why is the moon up there? Because again, remember, it's our from high to low 1618 golden mean ratio sits on the moon. Okay, how do we get there? How do we get there? It's a butterfly, right? The butterfly. Okay, so if I were a butterfly, how would I paint myself? How would I morph from a caterpillar to a butterfly? I do something like this, okay? 1618 golden mean ratio. Price would be $84, $85, okay? AVAX. Current price $35, $85. You fucking kidding me? What are you talking about, Duck? $85. Jesus. Well, yeah. Be like that. 132%. Next. AAVE, exactly what same thing's happening here, okay? Break, hook, and now we're going, okay? So next we must reclaim 460. We're working on 460. If we get 460 and we can hold 460 here, we're gonna go get target 1 measured move 541, okay? 541, whoops, sorry, is next. Cosmos, same thing. You're just watching everything developing the same, but on different areas. Some of them are at the neckline, some of them are at the first area, some of them are at the second area, which is previous highs. Some have swept the highs and are working on the 1272, 1618s. They're all doing the same thing, but what also you can see similarly is that they're all about to be done and played out, okay? Inch, same thing. You're above, continuing to paint higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Target inch $7, currently $6. Bitcoin Cash gone. Okay, so you got your 1618 right here. You got your 1618. Now you got your blow off top. Remember, this is what we wanted to see on Bitcoin. We want to see Bitcoin get to 69, but then this is the blow off to 73 that I'm talking about, guys. This is all right. That's another one I'm gonna have to freaking look to short here. Look, this is not where you want to be longing an asset, okay? Especially some trash like Bitcoin Cash, garbage. Gotta be out of your fucking mind buying this. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking for shorts on that trash. Data. What did we say last night, guys? If everyone's like, what's left to buy? I missed out, right? I'm like, no, data is next one to run. Data. We alerted this green box. I said, you got it. Slightly higher high, inverse head and shoulders, low time frame, neckline painted, measured move secured, full send, okay? Full ass send. Not only measured move, but you swept all of the highs with the measured move, because here was the previous highs. Measured move was above those highs. Measured move was right there. Now you're back testing the measured move. You swept everything last night. Look at that entry. Fucking jeez. Okay. This was the alert. Okay. It was a double bottom on the slightly higher low on the hidden bullish divergence pattern, structure, critical resistance, divergence, trend is friend, harmonic. Come on, man, look what happened. I don't even know how much you got on that, however much you got, but you got 30 banger, 30% move. Target, right? Target, look at that. Target, that was up there. Alright, that was data. That was my friend data. We're back. Bitcoin just hanging out above the levels. Nothing new, nothing's changed, but as long as we're holding where we're holding, you know, that's what we need to see. So yeah, that's the current wrap. So we're just gonna keep an eye on things, guys, and we're just watching these critical areas, critical overhead target areas. We're gonna look to get out of longs, and then we're gonna be patient and look for the double top for the short. Patient man's gonna win. We gotta paint a complete structure up there, okay? So don't feel like the second it hits the 1618, you have to ape in all in for the short of a lifetime. Can you do that? Sure. Just make sure your leverage is low enough, because you're gonna have to wither some sideways chop for a good week. Okay, so look, we're getting everyone on board right now. Everyone's piling in. You got Portney bought Dodge today on Blockfolio. Jesus Christ. Paying fees up the ass to buy the top. Congratulations on that. He's not a financial advisor. He's runs a sports radio show or something. Okay, guys. So Portney just bought the top. He's shilling that shit to hundreds of thousands of followers. They're all buying Dodge on Blockfolio right now. You got TikTok doing its bullshit. You got every celebrity in it. You got everyone talking about they want to be paid in Bitcoin. You got all the institutions on board. You got, bro, just like we talked about on our trade strategy, we want a pattern development at a critical horizontal line resistance on significant time frame, divergence on multiple oscillators, coinciding variables. All right, well, I just read you the book on how to identify the top, right? So we're looking for it. It's not today, it's not tomorrow, but it's close. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Catch you guys back in the Discord. Have a good night.